Lakewood, New Jersey, to the surprise of some, but fighting out of Brasilia, Brazil, here is the perennial welterweight contender, Vicente Luque. Some might call his style meat and potatoes, but it's filet mignon and the best potatoes you've ever had, because this guy can strike, he can grapple. Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt, hasn't always leaned on that in the octagon, has been a knockout artist at times, but you know, when the welterweight contender, Vicente Luque, shows up in your bracket, you are in for a fight and potentially a brutal night, and that is a fact of which his opposition tonight is acutely aware. Vicente Luque steps inside the octagon. He's ready to fight. All right, so here he is, the former Strikeforce welterweight champion, Nick Diaz. Stars don't burn much brighter than this, DC. Good to see Nick back on the proving ground tonight.
It's great to see Nick back in the octagon, a guy that every time he makes the walk, you know you are going to get a great fight. He's gonna start going at you the moment the referee says fight. He's gonna be talking. He'll be trying to slap you. He'll be hitting you with the jab. And if you make the mistake of just taking him down, Nick Diaz has a great jiu-jitsu game, unbelievable submission ability, a Brazilian jiu-jitsu black belt with black belt boxing.
Yep.
That's Nick Diaz.
Lifetime in the sport, made his UFC debut all the way back at UFC 44 against Jeremy Jackson in 2003. Nick Diaz, ready to reward his supporters once again here tonight. Our tale of the tape for this welterweight fight. All right, now for the introductions, we go to Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC welterweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Vicente the Silent Assassin Luque. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Nick Diaz.
Herb Dean, our referee for this one.
Ready.
All right, start of the round now. All eyeballs on Vicente Luque. He spent the entire training camp back in his native Brasilia, and he believes he is ready to present his best version to date. Outstanding mix of finishes. More often than not, when Vicente Luque fights, judges' scorecards aren't needed, and he is all but guaranteed that he will produce a knockout or submission here tonight. Well, he's always working off of that jab. Nice jab there by Diaz.
Doing work with that jab.
Oh, nice jab by Diaz. Strong straight left there. All right, we got two strikers in this matchup, but the boxer has been the one getting off early. Beautiful combination by him there.
Well, so many strikes back-to-back would seem to show that he has a speed advantage. And if you have an advantage, you start to string those combinations together, and you can get a lot of damage off in a short period of time.
Nice jab there to the body by Luque. Oh, big elbow. And he gets the single leg takedown.
He passes the half.
Ooh, right into side control, DC.
Look at him, he's setting up the choke now. Look at that, he's setting it up.
That Darce choke is tight. Holding on to the submission attempt here. Oh,
submission defense on full display there.
He said that he was very aware of what this guy brought to the octagon, and it showed in that defense.
All right, working on the ground here. His opponent's feet on the hips. Oh, postures up and lands a huge head strike there. Nicely done by Diaz. Oh, staying busy, fighting off of his back, and he lands.
Oh, right, it's a mount.
All right, so a grueling battle on the ground, and no surprise, the crowd pops in appreciation as the fighters work their way back to the
This
feet.
is an educated crowd, J.A. They appreciate high-level grappling. That's exactly what they got in that exchange. That's in pretty deep. He's working very hard to try to get the sub.
Still working on that submission.
He will not quit on trying to get the submission.
Oh, looked pretty tight, but he gives up on the submission.
He needs to shove the knees. Get his opponent's knee off of his belly so he can get to his feet. Changing the position.
Oh, good ground and pound here. Luque's in half guard. 90 seconds now to go in the round. All right, he's hanging out inside the closed guard of his opponent here, DC. You got to be careful. That's the accuracy to land right there. His opponent's wobble champ.
He's hurt bad. He cannot take another shot like that. Oh, uppercut.
Well, missed on that one. Oh, left hook to the head, it's blocked. Starting to do some really significant damage to the body here. Another strike lands there. Nice kick to the midsection. All right, 45 seconds now to go in the round. Pretty strong jab there by Diaz. Back and forth we go. Luque gets tagged by that straight punch. Nice land for the offense there. Another right hand lands. Vicente Luque goes to the takedown here and gets it late in the round.
Big ground and pound.
Oh, strong reversal on the ground here. All right, looks like he's got a couple hooks in here. Oh, looking for the submission now.
It's tight.
Oh, so how about that? The offensive fighter bails on the submission now.
Very smart. You got to keep position over submission.
All right, a lot of high-level striking action in that last round. Daniel, take us through it, if you would.
Tit for tat. Who has the best chin? It seemed as though they were looking for that answer. Both guys took risk. What a fantastic round.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Round two underway. All right, here we go with our next round, DC. Pretty good game plan in the previous round. Attacked the body to great effect, and we look to continue to do so.
He has done a great job of making the investment. The investment to the body that may not pay dividends early, but as the fight goes long, you will see it start to pay itself out.
Trying to establish that jab once again. Going to the body now with that hook shot. Nicely done by Luque. Oh, nasty cut there, right on the bridge of the nose. Beautiful hook. Diaz gets hit with a kick here. That one landed flush. Let's see if he can make some adjustments.
Oh, nice outside kick.
Right on the button. Oh, and he lands again. Back and forth we go. Looking to land the right just out of range. Oh, big elbow. Diaz gets caught by that straight hand. Oh, man, the blood is flowing now. I know a lot of you like that, but he has got to figure some things out defensively or this fight's going to end.
He's got to move his head, John. But the problem is, now he's got the blood to deal with. He's got a sharp striker in front of him. He has got a lot of things to deal with if he wants to win this fight. But right now, the focus needs to be on the head movement so you're not getting hit in that cut.
3 minutes to go. Tags it with the overhand.
He's throwing bombs. Every time they come into contact, he is throwing bombs.
All right, so he continues to land a high volume of strikes. You know, sometimes when you play basketball, you're in the zone. This dude's in the zone.
This guy's throwing his basketball in the midst of the ocean. He can't miss with anything that he throws. Every kick lands. Every punch lands. He is just outclassed this guy on the feet. You have got to find a way to change the way that this fight is playing out, or your night's going to end very early.
Well, eventually, you know he's going to turn this defense into offense, but he's certainly doing a nice job on the defensive end thus far.
They talk about the feeling out process. He's getting his opponent's timing. Now he's blocking everything. Expect counters as we go forward. He gets to the single collar tie. Look for him to wear on his opponent by pulling the head down and punching with the free hand.
Well, until his opponent adjusts, you might as well keep going with it as he continues to land a high volume of strikes in this one, DC.
But you don't want to be stuck on your feet with a boxer of this caliber. This guy's too good. And as you see his opponent looking lost, this is what you expect. He is that good in this singular skill. He got on 4-ounce gloves. Take this dude down. Don't box him. He's too good at it.
Well, he continues to stay busy. What do they say, DC? Punches in bunches?
Punches in bunches. He's landing them upside his opponent's head over and over again.
Takedown defense holds up. So a much different approach from him here in round 2. Took him a while to find the range, get in his striking rhythm. He has found it here, and as a result, has really picked up the pace in round 2. Luque's blocking well now. Made the adjustment, protecting what is an already damaged nose. Well, this fight's been pretty crazy thus far. Both guys doling out a lot of damage, and neither seems too bothered by it, but clearly both parties are hurt.
Both guys are hurt. Both guys are fighting beautifully. Both are showing a lot of heart right now in this fight. They're both doing amazing jobs. Let's see who gets the job done at the end of this thing. He threw that one with all of his power.
Luque's cut on his nose, manageable for a while, maybe not so much now. That thing is pouring blood. Diaz is trying to lock up on a submission now. Looks pretty tight, DC.
It's getting tight right now, John. Working very hard to get this arm bar. As close to the finish, he's got to extend the arm to get him to tap.
All right, so he lets go of the submission now.
He let go because he saw that he was going to lose his position. You got to maintain dominant position when you're in a fight.
Oh, Diaz has got full mount now. All right, DC, half guard position here. You've done a lot of good work in this spot in your career.
Oh, man, I love this position. And you see this fighter today loves it, too. It is the most secure position in fighting. You get an underhook on one side, you get a half guard on the other, and then you just go to work. It's the safest position, especially for a wrestler.
All right, we're going to stay with him and follow him back to the corner to the stool because that is a really severe cut that he is dealing with. We'll see if the cut man can stem the bleeding here. All right, so as the cut man gets to work, we'll re-rack some replays from the previous round.
Well, he's got some work to do. The cut man's going to have to work a miracle because this guy was on the receiving end of some real damaging shots. And if he doesn't do something different defensively, it's going to get worse. And if it gets worse, the fight may be stopped.
You ready to fight? You ready?
Third round underway. All right, next round is now underway. I thought there was pretty good back and forth action in the previous round.
Yes, it wasn't a bar fight. It wasn't two guys throwing the kick and sink at each each other. But you did see times where they came together and you saw the skill level of these two fighters.
Luque's cut is getting worse. The cut man chomping at the bit to get in there. He'll have to wait for the break between rounds if we get there.
What a nice shot, that's it.
Oh, beautiful technique on that straight punch.
Ooh, nice right hand.
Nice crack there. It's a pretty fast jab. Well, not only has he stayed aggressive as he was in the previous round, landing a high volume of strikes, but he's also been efficient, not just with his strikes, but also with his body movement. Complete performance out of this fighter here tonight. All right, so some definite damage underneath the elbow now on the side of his opponent. A lot of strikes to the body starting to add up.
Yeah, a lot of strikes to the body and mixing up the attack, not being one-dimensional, not headhunting inside the octagon. I think he has fought beautifully right now, and it's starting to show itself.
Oh, Diaz's nose is bleeding now. Looks to be cut, perhaps there on the bridge. All right, so the referee steps between the two fighters. They are going to call on the doctor to look at that nose, and I'm fearful this is going to be the end of the fight.
Yeah, it's bad. There's a lot of blood. You can see him almost mouth wide open, gasping for air.
All right, so the doctor talking to the referee, and it looks as though the fight's going to continue. He's got to go for it now, though. That cut's not going to get any better.
It is not going to get any better. Now he's got to take some chances. He's got to go out on his shield if he's going to go out, because if he gets to the next round, I'm not certain he'll get to go out again.
All right, so the ringside physician has made his way back to his seat. The referee gets the action back underway. The fans are excited this fight's going to continue.
Absolutely, and I'm just as excited myself. I want to see these guys compete. I want to see who wins. I don't want it to stop because of a cut. I want to see the best fighter get their hand raised at the end of the night. Luckily, we get to try to do that.
Man.
Oh, he better start moving. He can't take two man-handled uppercuts.
Luque's cut on his nose does not look good. Actually, it looks really bad. You got to think the ringside physician is going to get called in here in a moment. All right, so an opportunity goes by the boards. He had him stunned, nearly finished, and now his opponent has recovered.
His opponent's recovered. Now he's got to deal with everything that he's going to bring at him. He should have got the fight finished at that time.
Well, not sure if he's lighter on his feet or what it is, but these last couple of rounds, he's been far more aggressive, a lot more pressure. Oh, he's really starting to light him up now. Well, we got a lot of blood now, ladies and gentlemen. I think my mother just turned off the TV, but every time that area gets targeted, that cut is getting worse and closer, theoretically, to the end of the fight.
Yeah, and, you know, when you got a person like this in front of you that is so good at what they do, when you are bleeding like this and the work is showing, you got to try to find a way to stop them. He needs to try to get a takedown or something, because the more he stands, the more he's going to have to deal with this cut, and now all the blood that's coming from the cut.
Luque's in.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah, man, crowd loving it. Just a gorgeous shot there to end the fight. Really just the way he drew it up. He found the opening and capitalized on it to the utmost extent. Nicely done to finish the fight. And we go inside the octagon. Bruce Buffer has your official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 14 seconds of round number 3. Declaring the winner by knockout, Nick Diaz!
Nick Diaz, ladies and gentlemen, probably will be a subdued celebration as usual, but make no mistake about it. This was a big win here tonight, and a very impressive performance out of Nick Diaz. Perhaps his next fight will be for the UFC welterweight title.